Big update on Salah's move to Saudi Arabia emerges at lunchtime. Liverpool constantly monitors Olympic medalist as Alexander-Arnold's replacement. Liverpool transfer news. Van Dijk concerns arise amid Reds contract uncertainty. Welcome, my fellow fan. Let's check out the latest information from the world's biggest club. Liverpool has shown increasing interest in French right-back Kylian Sildilia ever since he won a medal at the latest Olympics, with scouts observing him more frequently as he emerges as a potential replacement for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold's situation at Liverpool seems to have reached an irreversible point, with rumors suggesting the right-back has rejected several contract renewal offers from his current club. Allegedly, he has set his sights on Real Madrid, waiting for a free transfer at the end of the season. This means Liverpool will be forced to look for a new right-back to replace one of their standout stars. Although Connor Bradley, who has impressed during his opportunities, is a viable option, it seems he is not receiving any guarantees from the club, which is leading Liverpool to actively search for a competitor for the position. According to TBR Football, Freiburg's right-back Kylian Sildilia is being seriously considered for a transfer, with the Reds conducting regular checks on the player. At 22, Sildilia has stood out in the Bundesliga, making 16 appearances this season and scoring 2 goals. Additionally, he is an Olympic silver medalist with the French national team, which further boosts his international credibility. Liverpool has been monitoring the player since last year's Olympic tournament, and in recent weeks, their observations have intensified, signaling that he is a potential target for the summer transfer window. However, Liverpool is not alone in the race to sign Sildilia. Manchester City has also been regularly checking on the right-back, with clubs like Aston Villa and Brighton also showing interest, tracking the Frenchman's performances throughout the year. Given the growing number of clubs interested, there is no guarantee that Liverpool will be the club to bring Sildilia to Anfield if they proceed with the transfer. While an exact figure for his release has not been disclosed, his record sale is £22 million, paid by Brentford for forward Kevin Shade. Therefore, it is expected that the value for a potential transfer of Sildilia to Liverpool or any other interested club will fall within a similar or slightly lower range, as he is a young, developing player. The battle for his signature promises to be intense, and Liverpool will have to act fast to secure the signing of a potential Alexander-Arnold replacement while competing with other Premier League giants. Mohamed Salah's future at Liverpool remains uncertain as his contract with the club is nearing its end at the close of the season. A recent report revealed that the Egyptian forward is still interested in a move to Saudi Arabia, keeping the mystery around his future at Anfield. Salah has been a crucial player for the Reds over the years, but despite his success, the forward has frequently been linked with transfers, especially to clubs in Saudi Arabia. In August 2023, Al Ittihad reportedly made a £150 million offer for him on the final day of the transfer window, a proposal that was ultimately rejected. Since then, rumors of a potential move to the Middle East have intensified, especially with his contract expiring in the summer of 2025. According to a report by Jason Burt from the Telegraph, Salah is still interested in moving to the Saudi Pro League in the next transfer window, although a move before the start of the Club World Cup in June 2025 seems unlikely. Nonetheless, the Saudi Pro League remains confident that Salah may consider joining one of the league's clubs when his contract with Liverpool expires at the end of June. Although a move to Al Hilal before the Club World Cup doesn't seem imminent, sources indicate that lines of communication remain open between Salah and officials from Middle Eastern clubs, keeping the door open for a potential future transfer. Liverpool fans would not want to see Salah leave, especially since he has been one of the standout performers of the team this season, with 44 goal contributions already in the Premier League. Salah has been the main star for Liverpool, almost single-handedly leading the team to the top of the league and helping the club win their second top-flight title since 1990, with the first Premier League title coming in 2020. However, with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk also nearing the end of their contracts in the summer of 2025, manager Arne Slot certainly doesn't want to lose any of these key players. Alexander-Arnold, for instance, seems ready to make a controversial move to Real Madrid, which makes Salah's retention even more important for Liverpool next season. especially if the club wants to keep their main goal-scoring threat and continue competing at a high level. Liverpool has reportedly faced difficulties in negotiations with Virgil van Dijk over a new contract. After playing every available minute for the Reds in the Premier League this season, the imposing defender now aims for another solid 90 minutes when Liverpool faces Everton in the Merseyside derby on Wednesday night. Van Dijk has formed a solid and intimidating partnership with French international Ibrahima Konate in central defense this season, under the guidance of manager Arne Slot. Despite consecutive defeats to Paris Saint-Germain and Newcastle United before the international break, Liverpool continues to be in excellent form as they seek to reclaim the English title for the first time since 2020. Slot's winning machine currently sits at the top of the Premier League, 12 points ahead of Mikel Arteta's Arsenal in second. However, according to Football Insider, Liverpool has encountered difficulties in securing a new contract with Van Dijk as the 2024-2025 season progresses. The Dutch defender, who joined Liverpool from Southampton in January 2018, is approaching the end of his current contract, which expires in June. Liverpool is keen to retain the defender, who remains a key figure in their successful era in Merseyside. However, it is believed that Slot's team is concerned about Van Dijk's age, as the player will turn 34 before the start of the next season. As a result, the Reds are not willing to offer the Dutchman a long-term contract, which has become a point of contention in negotiations, as Van Dijk is seeking that security. Alongside Van Dijk, two other star players are approaching the end of their contracts with Liverpool, Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold. The latter seems increasingly likely to make a controversial move to Real Madrid, the Spanish and European champions, where he would join his English teammate and friend Jude Bellingham. Additionally, Liverpool may be facing a potential shift at left-back, with Andy Robertson's position in question, as the club is monitoring Bournemouth's defender Milos Kerkez. On the other hand, Ben Doak, the young Scottish talent currently on loan at Middlesbrough, has attracted interest from big rival clubs, such as Everton, Crystal Palace, and even Bournemouth. Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you next time.